Hi traders, it's Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's Friday the 21st of November already. Just a quick reminder for VIP members that we do have access to the members area where you need a password, and there's lots of coaching videos here, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 of the price action charts, and then there's also some. These are password protected for people who have upgraded, and also there's some freebies here as well. Resistance, divergence, what is it, day trading strategy using Heikin-Ashi, and then it's a 1 minute chart settings for gold, so you can use that if you wish, and I'll cover that in the next few minutes actually because it's a bit of fun. There's the ribbon in action with the super trend, and then gold on steroid software, how it works, password protected, of course, parabolic trends, which is always helpful, a full understanding, and then gold on steroids using price action. So where should we start? Let's do the 1 minute chart for gold, shall we, as a starter. So here are the rules. Just go to the members area and it gives you all the settings, and you can actually just add them as you go. So the first thing I want to do is this is let me explain a little bit. This is money flow. This is where the money is going. And what I'm actually looking for during an uptrend, I am looking for money flow to be below 30. And I'm also looking for the oscillator stochastic to be oversold in an uptrend. Okay, and so I am looking for an entry point. The entry point is using volume. So as soon as I see these conditions that are ready, money flow oversold and stochastic oversold, I'm looking for a green bar, i.e. higher volume into the market, to actually come in to the trade. So here as an example, we can see that if I mark here, we can see at this point here volume is starting to come into the market, and the price moves above the yellow line, so it's above all the moving averages, which indicates that further upside is likely. Okay, it happens a few times during a session. You probably get 2 or 3 trades out of this during a busy session. We're heading into obviously Friday afternoon into the New York session where volumes tend to drift off a little bit. Now in this instance where we're talking live here at 14:38 UK time, we can see that it's all jumbled up. It's not really clear about what direction, so you wouldn't trade that condition anyway. And you can actually see where the volume is here. If you have a look at this indicator here, it all goes green here during that golden cross here. So that's your buying opportunity there. Okay, or there, see volumes going up, or there, volumes going up, volumes going up, and so on and so forth. So it's a great way to trade if you want to get busy with gold, make a lot of money in gold. So a nice way to do it. Let's go into the markets, shall we, and see what is going on. This is gold now live, and we can see the price is heading down into 40.60. I've just sent a signal, 40.59, 40.60 let's call it, and highly likely to bounce to 4113, but it may not happen today. It may happen into Monday morning, Monday afternoon, who knows. But looks up pretty good. If it holds above that area, then of course that is the area to get into. So let's have a look at the DXY. The dollar is not really doing much today, as we can see. The buyers are still in, so it's stronger. Once the price moves above the 50 and all the buyers are in, then that's the buying opportunity for the dollar in this particular instance. So in terms of the euro dollar, this has been moving down for the last week or so, and now it's moving into a strong demand area. Now this will be dictated to by the DXY. In order for this to go up, the DXY needs to go down. It's not doing that yet. So we need to wait for correlation before we enter any kind of trading like this. And then we look for a change of character. We can draw a trend line here. Just join up the dots. I prefer to see 3 touches. So once the price moves above there, we have change of character potentially. So look out for that into the euro dollar. And the similar situation for the pound USD. Don't forget next week, next Wednesday, is the UK budget. So that's going to be an interesting day. More taxes to pay. So here we can see the Aussie. I am interested in the Aussie USD. Is it coming into a very strong demand? There are 74 plus 74 on a strong demand with divergence. So we have a divergence here, positive. We have a 74 power into a demand area here, which is going back several months. So highly likely to bounce here. Now, I'm again similar to the euro dollar. I want to see a price move above this area. I want to see change of character first, because the dollar's certainly not going down yet. Congratulations on the US yen this week. A nice 250, 300 pips, whatever it was. Depends how long you held it on. We can see now there's been a kind of change of character, not completely a change of character, but certainly looking like it's having a deeper correction into this area here. So we can actually look at this from a 1 hour point of view in the next few minutes. But when you see this going on, all green, all green, all green, all green, all green, price goes up. That's it. Keep it simple. And as the price moves up and has clear market structure, i.e. the candles are achieving higher highs, higher lows, then just hold the position. We can see it on the hourly chart quite simply and easily. I'll explain this in a minute. Let's just see the move here. So we had a change of character down here. We had another change of character, or a break of structure here, and a continuation pattern thereafter. And the price moved up, banked 244 pips. Okay, we do have another target up here if you're holding on, 341 pips. Again, the higher the number, the higher the target, the longer it takes to get there. Logical, isn't it? But we're coming into the end of the week, so if you want to take your profits off the table, you are more than welcome. 242 pips is nothing to be sniffed at. Dollar is strong, and so therefore we have a change of character here. When you see this going on the advanced pro charts, this is what you're looking for. Market structure is still in play, so you can hold this to target with a beautiful move there, 140 pips depending where you got in. And we can see the move here on the 4 hour chart. Price moves up into this area, all the buyers step in, price goes up. Still have market structure, still achieving higher highs, hesitating a little bit, but this is just a correction before it moves up into this area here. That's going to be very interesting for us. Not saying it's going to be a short position, but it's highly likely, certainly going to be an exit for a long. And we will be looking at the DXY for any further information to actually see whether this price is going to react into this area and then possibly go back down again, back into the demand. Just going to flick through the yens. Let's have a look at the yen futures. Yeah, nothing really going on here. This is in a downtrend and I expect this to continue. While the yen futures is weak, we are looking for buying opportunities. Possible one there. So something like this would we be looking for into demand with divergence and then a continuation pattern much higher. Could come in deeper, of course, we don't know. This will be much more interesting for me because it's much deeper. It's going to give us a much bigger risk to reward into next week. This is nice, the Euro Swiss. If you traded it, congratulations. Nice move there. Canadian Swiss is looking good. All the buyers have just stepped in actually. No volume behind the market, but nonetheless this should continue to 45.96. Pound Swiss, a nice move there. Silver's looking a little bit weak, but mixed. Gold, well, look at the long-term view on gold. It is clearly in no trend whatsoever. Unlike we see this here, that is a nice move and a trend. This is a trend. This is likely to go up, but until we get confirmation, then of course we will be just trading the narrow range in the meantime. Indices are looking weak across the board, but nothing to worry about. People are talking about crashes, but I'm not seeing it yet. Significant moves lower, yeah. Now this is interesting. This is the Aussie 200. This looks like a nice move to the upside. Buy power of 61 onto a very strong demand area with divergence. So we have convergence, we have divergence. Change of character we're waiting for. Similar to the Dow Jones index, sitting on a very strong demand area here of 77 plus 77, very strong. So again, waiting for these moves to actually break out and change character. Nasdaq's looking very weak, down to 22,959. Sell now, sell now. Gold is looking weak. Sorry, oil is looking weak, down to $56.41. Euro Aussie, if you're still in it, you're being very patient, more patient than I am, and I'm pretty patient. Looking okay up to 181.14. Okay, just put this in the signal room, VIP signal room. If you're in it, congratulations, you're making money. Now the New Zealand Canadian looks very interesting to me, just waiting for all the buyers to step in. But I've got the pound Canadian anyway, so it's subjective whether you want to take both. I'll leave that up to you. I'll just put in the signals and you can manage the positions that you want, just flicking through. Now I did put a sell limit order here on the Euro New Zealand below this structure here, 203.94. Still got it on, so let's see how it goes. Might have to wait a while. Now Bitcoin is very interesting to me. but it's definitely not a buy yet. It's a very weak buy of 52, so this is continuing down for now, but I think there could be a big spike in this into next week. Alright, so the things to look out for: pound Canadian to the upside, New Zealand Canadian to the upside, Euro Aussie to the upside, Dow Jones to the upside, Aussie 200 index to the upside, gold to the upside, but I'm hesitant in that at the moment. New Zealand Swiss to the upside, Aussie Swiss to the upside, US Swiss continuation, US yen continuation, and then the euro dollar and the Aussie the Aussie USD, I think could have a reversal on that into next week. Have a good weekend.